How did I get here? I stood in the dimly lit hallway, breath coming in short, ragged bursts. Sweat trickled down my forehead, and the weight of the pew-pew in my hand felt heavier with each passing second. The sound of muffled voices and footsteps echoed from the stairwell behind me. I pressed myself against the wall, listening, waiting, my heart hammering against my ribs, like a wild animal trying to escape a cage. This wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't the plan. 3 weeks ago, it had all seemed so straightforward. Max had called us together, just like old times. One last score, he had said, his voice smooth and confident, just like it always was. Max, our mastermind, our leader, the one who had never let us down until now. We were sitting in his garage, surrounded by the smell of oil and gasoline, the hum of the city just beyond the thin walls. There was a look in his eyes I hadn't seen in years, a hunger, desperation. He laid out the blueprint of the underground casino, pointing to entrances and exits, the security office, the vault. He spoke quickly, excitedly, like a man who had just found the fountain of youth. And in a way, he had. We were all tired, past our prime, living in the shadows of the lives we had once led. This job was supposed to be our redemption, our retirement. The casino was run by Carlo Moretti, a name whispered with a mix of fear and respect on the streets. Moretti wasn't just any crime boss. He was the crime boss, the one who kept a stranglehold on the city with his empire of drugs, pew-pews, and illegal gambling. Hitting his casino was a lethal mission. Everyone knew that. But the payout? Enough to set us up for life, and then some. We were 6 in total: Max, Tony, Nina, Louis, Frankie, and me. Max had promised this would be our last dance, and we all said yes because, deep down, we craved that thrill again. The adrenaline, the rush, the high of outsmarting the system one last time. The plan was meticulous. Max had worked out every detail: the shifts of the guards, the blind spots of the cameras, the timing of the patrols. He even had a guy on the inside, an ex-cop who owed him a favor, feeding us info about the security system. We were ready, or so we thought. We made our way in through a maintenance door that Nina, our lockpicker extraordinaire, had cracked open with ease. We moved quickly, silently, through the narrow hallways, avoiding the cameras like shadows in the night. Everything was going according to plan until we reached the vault. That's when everything went to hell. The alarms blared out of nowhere, shrieking like banshees in the darkness. The lights flickered, then flashed red, bathing us in a hellish glow. I looked over at Max, who was fiddling with the keypad, his fingers moving frantically, but his face was calm. Too calm. I knew Max well enough to recognize when he was nervous, and this wasn't it. This was something else. Max, I shouted over the noise. What the hell is going on? He didn't answer. He just kept working, kept typing, kept stalling. I felt a chill run down my spine, colder than the draft creeping through the basement hallway. That's when I saw Tony's face twist with realization, and Nina's eyes widen in disbelief. The bastard had set us up. Move, I yelled, grabbing Nina's arm and pulling her back toward the door we'd come through. But it was too late. A group of Moretti's goons burst through the entrance, pew-pews drawn, shouting orders, and everything erupted into chaos. I ducked behind a pillar, firing a few shots, hearing the deafening crack of pew-pew fire and the sharp sound of bullets ricocheting off the concrete walls. I caught a glimpse of Frankie going down, clutching his side, blood blooming through his shirt. Louis was already gone, nowhere to be seen. Max had disappeared into the shadows. I fired again, buying myself a few seconds. I had to think. We had to get out. But as I scanned the room, looking for a way out, I saw it: Max, slipping through a side door, his movements calm and deliberate, like a man who knew exactly what he was doing. "You son of a bitch," I muttered under my breath. He'd led us right into a trap, sold us out to Moretti, maybe for money, maybe for leverage, who knows. All I knew was that we were screwed, and it was his fault. My trust shattered in an instant, like glass hitting concrete. I grabbed Nina, and we made a break for it, diving through the narrow hallway, bullets whizzing past us. We took a sharp left, then a right, heading toward the exit Max had planned for us, the one that now felt like a death sentence. Why? Max? I kept thinking, the question echoing in my mind. Why did you do it? We reached the door and slammed it shut behind us, barricading it with a metal bar. The sound of footsteps grew louder. They were closing in. We didn't have much time. I glanced at Nina. Her face was pale, but her eyes were fierce. We need to find Max, she said, her voice cold as ice. We need to find him and end this. I nodded, gripping my pew-pew tighter. There was no way out now but through. The heist was over. The betrayal had begun. And I wasn't leaving until I made Max pay. The footsteps were getting closer, and I took a deep breath. One last heist, they said. One last score. But this wasn't about money anymore. This was personal. And Max was going to regret ever thinking he could cross us. The game was on. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching.